DSW, Designer Shoe Warehouse, is the one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. With sneakers, boots, and everything in between for every style, mood, and occasion, you'll definitely find shoes that get you at prices that get your budget. DSW has what you need, but more importantly, they have what you didn't even know you wanted. You never know what you'll find at DSW. Find the shoes that get you at prices that get your budget at DSW stores or DSW.com.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and LifeLock has tips to protect your identity. Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication, report phishing, and update the software on your devices. And for comprehensive identity protection, let LifeLock alert you to suspicious uses of your personal information. LifeLock also fixes identity theft, guaranteed or your money back. Stay smart, safe, and protected with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Table talk.
Table talk. Table talk. Table talk. Table talk.
Tunes. Welcome to Tabletop Tunes, the improvised musical RPG. I'm Greg.
I'm Gabe. I'm Sean.
I'm Mary Lou, and welcome to the table.
Hello, here we are.
Hello,
Joining
here we
us.
are.
Guys, I will say, driving over here, I was like, because full disclosure, we're filming on a Friday, right? Which we do a lot.
Yeah.
But we have 2 recordings today, which is something we haven't really done
In a while.
In a minute.
since like the start of the podcast,
That's
like the
true.
first couple episodes. And I was like, oh my God, this feels like the beginning again. Like we
Aw.
went back to the beginning a
Yeah.
little bit.
That's
Back to
And
the
really
future.
so,
nice.
yeah, Back to the Future. So I don't know, I'm excited. And I feel kind of like nubile energy coming from
You feel
this
nubile?
podcast.
Yeah,
Wow.
baby.
Interesting.
Love that
Okay.
for you.
Yeah.
What do you think nubile means?
It's like newborn.
I love that.
Yes.
That is not
Sure.
what it means.
What it mean?
It means
Doesn't it mean,
like,
like,
young and
supple?
fuckable.
Yeah.
I think kind of.
That's sort of the cultural denotation.
Okay,
or
and-
connotation.
And
rather.
sorry, do you think our podcast is not young and fuckable?
No,
Mary Lou?
no. I think it
Do you think
absolutely
Sean is not young
I
and
think
fuckable?
you're absolutely young and fuckable. I just love to hear you say it, I guess.
I don't know if nubile is inherently sexual.
It absolutely
It
is.
feels
At least
it means
culturally.
like fertile. It means like young and fertile.
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Tabletop Tunes, the most fertile podcast on your streaming
You heard it
service.
here.
At least I'm pretty sure. Now you have me doubting myself. It
I
does
know.
refer to youth, but it's like youth in a sexy way.
Okay, well, I still think my statement stands.
Applicable. Yeah, absolutely. Other than the Nat 1 that just happened, does anybody have any Nat 20?
I
Nat 1s?
disagree
I think it was a Nat 20.
wholeheartedly.
Honestly, I think the feeling was a Nat 20, and then we tried to make it into a Nat 1, and I apologize.
Sure. Guys, I kind of have a Nat 20.
Tell us.
Silk Song, Hollow Knight Silk Song came out.
Okay. I can also talk about this.
And guys, for all the gamers in the chat,
I was going to say, for those of us who don't know.
yeah, for the gamers in the chat, Hollow Knight Silk Song is the white whale of video games, of indie
Yeah.
video games.
Have you guys heard of Hollow Knight?
I have, yes.
Not at
Okay,
all.
it is a Metroidvania. Came out 10-ish years ago.
Cool.
They released it for $15, and it completely changed the genre.
My
The whole
favorite game of
tiny
all time.
indie game
Love that.
blew up, and part of why it blew up is one, it's very beautiful. It's got great lore, it's got a story, and it's very difficult.
Yeah,
And
but
then
in a challenging way,
in a
fun,
challenging way.
challenging way.
Yeah.
I played it 8 times, and
They just
were
came
like-
out with the sequel.
and the sequel is, I will say, probably the most anticipated game ever. I think ever, because the
GTA
hype.
6.
I don't know about
I would put above it, but
I
I hear your
think
point.
the
Whatever the
hype-
next Super
no,
Smash Brothers will be.
No, but I think the hype behind Silk Song was like nothing else anyone had ever seen in the industry before.
I don't know if
GTA
I agree
6
with
was,
it, but I will say it was crazy hype, and it was a mystery because they were like, we're working on this, and then they gave no information for 10 years.
Whoa.
None.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And then we're like, okay, we're dropping it tomorrow.
Holy shit.
And that's how it happened.
Yeah,
And it
Well,
was
it
a
was
Nat
pretty
20?
crazy.
7 years
It's been
and
a
2
Nat
weeks, but
Oh,
those
okay.
were great statistics.
7
Yeah.
years.
Speaking of mysteries and dropping things people are excited for,
20? Sure.
please welcome our special guest. She gets it now.
Holding a big glass vase
She is an actor, comedian,
that she can
and
drop and shatter.
Oh my God.
Sorry, start again.
keep this all in. She is an actor, comedian, and the RuPaul of musical improv. It's Tara Copeland.
Hi, Ted.
Oh my
Don't
God.
drop it. Don't drop
Don't
that
drop that
vase.
giant vase you're holding.
Don't drop it.
I don't know that game.
It's not a game.
Are you a gamer at all,
Silk
Tara?
Song.
Oh, so
Yes and no. I have been.
Sure.
I was really, really into World of Warcraft.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
World of
Baldur's
Warcraft.
Gate in the very first Baldur's Gate,
yeah.
which you could, if memory serves, you could play it all the way to the end and make one wrong choice and fail the whole game. And I think that happened, and that was devastating.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3, not unlike that. There's choices. I don't know if you played Baldur's Gate 3.
Diablo, I was into.
Oh, yeah.
So I have been Hearthstone.
You're
I was
a
really into
gamer.
Hearthstone.
You're a gamer.
You're
It's just I also have an 11-year-old daughter, and something shifts.
Yeah.
Children
Something
are
has
kind of
changed.
like a game that you can
They're
win
a
or
different
lose.
kind of game.
Different kind of game.
There's a D&D club. She's in middle school, and I was like, "Do you want to join the D?" She's like, "No." Mom.
Oh my god.
No, Mom, I'm
No.
cool.
And I was like, "But," and she's like, "No, thank you."
What is she into?
She's into theater. She's into
Yeah.
musical theater.
Good.
She does taekwondo. She's very.
Is she me at 11? You're
Yeah,
describing
she is
literally
me. She is
me.
very close to all of us. Actually, she's like closer to who I am now than I was at 11. But
Nice.
yeah, she's not like she's like I don't really think I have time for clubs, but also like
I'm too
D&D,
busy.
she doesn't get it yet. And I told her I think D&D was like the reason I loved improv because
Sure.
basically D&D was improvising, and I was so good at it in high school and had so much fun doing it. But she can't be swayed yet.
Yeah.
Not she's only
It'll come.
11. It might come.
Has she like seen your show? Like seen
Yeah.
you do improv and
Oh
stuff?
yeah, she's seen me do musical improv a few times.
Is she a fan of it?
Oh
'Cause-
yeah.
Okay, cool.
And I'm actually teaching a tween improv class on the weekends. It actually starts tomorrow, and
That
she'll be in that
rocks.
class. I did
That's
a
so
summer
fun.
camp that was amazing, and she's very, very into it. She hasn't seen me a ton, but she's seen enough times.
Yes.
Yeah, she thinks it's
But
really
she's
cool.
like D&D.
She's
I have
come
better
to
things
class
to do.
with me before.
Oh.
Well, didn't she come to one of your classes or no?
visited our class
There have
because
been-
like there was
yeah,
a
like
pickup
her dad had to
situation.
come pick her up, but
Nice.
I've had like maybe twice I've had to just bring her to class.
I
and
used to
she
go
loves
to
it.
work with my mom.
Yeah.
She was
Me
an
too.
architect, and
We-
I would just sit
Take your
under
kid to
her
work
desk
day.
and
Yeah.
draw with their
Fun.
expensive architect
Pencils.
markers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
One of
designed a lot
That's
of like
really
really
cool, like-
notable buildings.
I
right?
did, yeah.
You did
They
the
left.
Disney Concert
They
Hall,
left
right?
all of the math to me, and so a bunch of people died, but it was so great for my creativity.
There we go.
There aren't enough girls in that field.
Yeah.
architecture.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
that's
sort of
true.
STEM fields in general, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
One of my like most treasured memories is actually going to my mom's. She had a singing group. She had a quartet that she was in, and they would always perform. Like they'd always practice at this plastic surgeon's office, who was in the singing group after
Love
hours.
that.
And so I would just like, be there sitting watching Ben 10 on CartoonNetwork.com or something, and then hearing like, "Pardon me, boys, was that the Chattanooga Choo Choo? Yeah, yeah." And so there's so many songs from like listening in that I'm like, oh, that's like a core part
Sense
of who
memory.
I am now.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like
Yeah.
getting a nose job and hearing like "Good
Good night, ladies.
Tara, do you have any Nat 1s or Nat 20s recently that you'd like to share
Oh my
with
gosh,
us?
I knew you were going to ask me this, and so it's been like racing. The Nat 20 is the recent completion of the first annual Los Angeles Musical Improv Festival,
yeah.
which was
Yay!
I
yeah.
was there. I saw 12 straight hours.
Wow.
The only time I wasn't watching were the 3 shows I was in, and it was just the absolute. This community, y'all. I'm gonna cry. I
Yeah.
cry very easily, by the way.
Do it,
And
love
this
it.
community is so special and so loving and so wonderful. And I just can I tie it to my Nat 1?
Yeah, sure.
Can I
Yes,
relax
please.
for
You
a
can
second?
do anything
That's-
you want to do.
Extra good.
There is a guy named Frank Spitznagel in New York who was the original piano player of every musical improv show ever, and he passed away about a month ago. And he's the person who, like, I don't know, 17 years ago, I said to him, I think that I could teach this and more people could do it. And he was like, I'm there. Let's do it. Let's figure that out. And so, it like that. Him passing is a fucking nat zero. I know you can't roll a zero, but it's a fucking zero. But it like bridges to this weekend of just like being like, oh, this thing has grown from that idea to this thriving community that is 3,000 miles away from where we first said, I think that we should try to get more people doing this. And so it's just was an absolute pinnacle moment this weekend. It was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great festival. I was volunteering at it and also saw a lot of improv.
And perform.
And it was crazy how much, even from when I arrived in Los Angeles, how much it has grown.
How long have you been in LA?
After COVID? Like,
oh, yeah.
I got here 2021, and then the only thing that I had seen was Candy Apple Red, because Candy Apple Red was one of the first things that had started to come back on stage
Yeah.
after, as it was, and now there's so many shows and so many groups and so many people, and it's great.
We find ourselves in a small black box theater in the middle of Middle America. A ragtag group of community theater artists are ready to launch the next great production, something that will put them and their theater on the map. All they need is their big break, their big moment to prove to the world that they have what it takes to shine bright as any star on Broadway. We go through the lobby with spare Snickers bar and Diet Cokes in the small little refrigerator, mini fridge behind the desk. And we go into the theater itself. There are a couple of slabs of set design. We're very much clearly in the process of setting everything up. One person is currently painting the set itself. Who is this person?
This is Richard Milbottom. Richard Milbottom is the proprietor and owner of Richard's Winders, and which is a window manufacturing, a mom and pop shop window. You know, your window gets broken, hey, come to Richard's. I'll fix it right up for you, right? And so I'm just here. I've always been interested in the concept of theater and musical theater, but I've always been way too shy to actually get up on stage. So whenever a production comes in, I'll help out. I'll paint some sets. I'll maybe do concessions, that kind of thing. I'm here to support people, and I don't have any dreams.
Richard, can I ask for a performance check right off the bat?
That is an 11 for Richard, and I think he has a +0 to performance. So
absolutely 11. Richard can carry a tune. Richard has never had his shot, but he certainly, if it came to it, knows somewhere deep in his heart that he could step in if he was needed to.
Well, yeah, I think Richard, just a bit about Richard's backstory is that he grew up in going to his mom's quartet rehearsals in the plastic surgery department. Back then, plastic surgery was, he's an old guy, so back then plastic surgery was a lot more experimental and unethical.
The early days of plastic surgery.
This is like early 1900s.
1900s. How old is he?
He's like really old.
What year is it?
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Who else is in this theater?
We see sitting in the actual theater in the house. He's balding. He's got sort of like small rectangular glasses, unkempt beard, cigarette in one hand, and he's just like frantically scribbling on loose leaf sheets of paper. This is Martin Davidson. He is the resident playwright here at the theater, and he's working on his new masterpiece. Well, he wants it to be a masterpiece. The thing is that he really wants to make like real, legitimate theater that pushes buttons, that afflicts the comfortable, but that's not what sells tickets at this little middle of the America community center or community arts center. So he's trying to like split the difference. He's trying to compromise, but he is very stubborn and very pretentious, very high on his own supply.
Can you give me a persuasion check right off the bat, if you'd be so kind?
Not great, a 4.
A 4. So far, you have not cracked this code. You have not been able to, in any of the most recent pieces that you have produced, been able to appeal really to anybody.
No.
Your reputation is working against you at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. They say, creatives should write for one audience, them. But Martin really should be thinking about writing for more than just himself.
Who else is here?
Well, there in the wings, you can see her. Misty Dawn Hastings, former pageant girl, who loves being on stage, loves entertaining people, and loves love. Perpetually, mostly single in a legal sense, but not in a necessarily night-to-night sense. Misty loves the theater. She loves being on stage, performing for people, and she grew up in this town her whole entire life, never getting out except for traveling around to places like Omaha, Indianapolis, Oklahoma City.
Places that aren't here, which is
The middle
in
of
America.
America.
Yeah.
Missy, could you give me an insight check right off the bat?
An 11.
11. You have a pretty good sense of how people view you. You love people, and they are happy to see you. I wouldn't say anyone is like overjoyed when
Yet.
you walk into a room.
Yet.
But you know it's coming.
And right next to Misty, like uncomfortably close probably, is a small 17-year-old Sarah Jessica St. Clair. She goes by Sarah Jessica. And she, she was just doing the laundry one day, and the vent was open, and she was humming a little tune, and Martin happened to be walking by, and heard that she had a beautiful voice, but she is crippled with anxiety. And this is the summer in between junior and senior year, and she's thought, nobody sees these community theater shows. Maybe I'll give it a shot. But her con, let's say her con is like a 6. She's probably 5'4" and 85 pounds.
Fragile.
Yeah, and she wears only giant Mickey Mouse sweatshirts, that she got on vacation with her family to Walt Disney World.
Sarah Jessica, can you give me a wisdom save right to start here?
Wisdom save, sure. I think she's got a +2 to wisdom. I think
Believe
she's
that.
pretty wise. And I rolled a 19, so that's a 21.
21.
Whoa.
At this moment, you are not scared at all. You're actually incredibly comfortable standing right next to Misty. There's something about this connection maybe that empowers Sarah Jessica a little bit.
She's so bright. I feel so comfortable in her shadow. I know that when I'm near her, everybody's looking at Misty and not me.
That's
and that
sweet.
feels great.
Misty, you're just so inspiring. How did you get so confident from such a young age?
Oh, well, my mama had so much to do with that, as most of our mothers have to do with who and what we are.
That's true. My mom says, Sarah Jessica, what? Did you say, what? Speak up. And I say,
Oh my gosh! Sorry, I
Oh.
didn't see you there.
Oh,
hi, Richard.
Richie.
Hi.
The painting smells divine.
Oh, thank you. I actually I'm so sorry, y'all. I had a question, Martin. In the script.
What?
In the script, it says a 1950s styled alien barbecue.
Yes.
And I'm just wondering, I don't know if we have the palette for that right now.
Well, we're going to make them understand the palette. It needs to be in the 1950s because the 1950s was the America. And Martin has this sort of, it's half ability, half curse, where when he gets impassioned about trying to communicate his vision, it's almost like a tornado of images and thoughts are sort of projected out into the world. But it's not always understandable or scrutable.
Sure.
So that comes this sort of image of 1950s aliens, sort of the big black eyes and the the classic image of an alien, but dressed in 1950s button-up suits, enjoying burgers, and there's an American flag near them, and it's all a statement about America.
Can the other three of you make charisma saves for me really quick?
100%.
That's a 19 for Richard.
I think Sarah Jessica has a -2, but that's a 15 still.
Okay.
10, but I for sure have a bonus on charisma.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
you
do.
got a
Yeah,
plus
yeah.
4. You
Oh,
got a
yeah.
plus 4 for
At
sure.
least a 14. Misty and Sarah Jessica, you each I needed a 16 was the number in my
Mm.
head. You both take 2 psychic damage as the storm of this is too much for you. Richard, you're buying into this vision a little bit.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I
I
get
think
it.
maybe
Marty,
it's just,
I don't see it, Marty.
I think maybe it's just too smart for me.
Well, I think
don't
maybe
know.
it's just a little bit too patriarchal for me, Marty. I mean, the 1950s.
Well, it's not patriarchal itself. It's a commentary on the patriarchy. It's saying that being a part of the patriarchy is like being in an alien society. Don't you see?
Oh, Mrs. Henderson taught me about satire in AP literature.
Oh, see, I read it all completely face forward. Like, there's no meaning whatsoever, and it's just an alien in a suit.
Oh, Mrs. Henderson taught me about absurdism in AP literature.
So it's
Oh,
either
boy.
something or it's nothing.
Nobody knows what they want. Nobody knows what they want until we give it to them. Nobody knows what they want. Nobody knows what they want. Nobody knows until we give it to them. Nobody knows what they want. Nobody knows what they want. Nobody knows what they want until we give it to them. Nobody knows what they want. Nobody knows what they want. Nobody knows what they want until we give it to them.
At my business, people come in for one thing. Usually it's when their windows get a little ding. Ding, ding. But for that, I give it to them. I don't boast or flaunt, because they know what they want. But here,
Nobody knows what they want. Nobody knows what they want. Nobody knows what they want until we give it to them. Nobody knows what they want. Nobody knows what they want. Nobody knows what they want until we give it to them.
Oh, what I've always told and you'll find, it's a woman's prerogative to change her mind. So my mind changes all the time, and people's can too.
Well, for me, I think it would be great if I just could maybe one day graduate. And after that, then you just must understand, I have absolutely zero plans.
Nobody knows what they want. Nobody knows what they want. Nobody knows what they want until you give it to them. Nobody knows what they want. Nobody knows what they want. Nobody knows what they want until we give it to them. Arthur Miller died unknown.
Oh no.
It took several generations till his masterpiece was known. Oh, Stevie Sondheim. Old, what's his name? Anton Chekhov. None of them had anything to say until their fucking money-making checks dried off. Oh, nobody knows what they want. Nobody knows what they want. Nobody knows what they want until we give it to them. Nobody knows what they want. Nobody knows what they want. Nobody knows what they want until we give it to them.
I want to fucking drink if I'm going to get through this rehearsal process. Stumbling into the theater is the director, Dorian McElhenney. Dorian, graying at the temples, graying in his scraggly beard, no charisma, some intelligence, weirdly high dexterity, comes stumbling into the theater. All right. We have the new pages or whatever you've cooked up there.
Yeah, I guess we have enough workable for a first rehearsal, but I just want to let everyone know that this is not the final draft. There's a lot of things that need to be refined and need to be found in the process, but at the same time, no ad-libbing, please. Please do it word perfect. The typos are there to be intentional, to sort of comment on the syntax.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I got a call from Tony, our leading man. He's out.
What?
Yeah, he read it for the first time last night. He said, "I don't want to do this."
But I just saw Tony last night. He seemed very in.
Why did you... see Tony last night?
Like, why'd you look down when you said in?
Felt like dripping with entendre.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to imply. I meant to straight up say he was very in me last night.
Oh,
Okay, great. Yeah, that's what
And I thought also in for the play.
Are you the reason he dropped out?
What?
Was your
No,
sexual conquest that dramatic?
We
We had
flash
a
back to the
lovely
night before.
Tony,
Oh,
I just
Misty.
can't. Oh, there, yes, I just can't wait to star in this production with you.
I am so excited. Nothing I want more than.
Oh, could you just move your penis a little bit more forward? Just a little bit more? My G
no,
spot.
it's.
I mean, you're practically in my anus.
Okay, wait. Sorry. It's as far as I can go.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
ew.
Ew. What?
Oh, now I know why we waited so long to do this.
We flash back to the current day.
I mean, I don't think it was me. I was just a normal act of
No,
Congress.
that doesn't make any sense. Misty is amazing. Tootie, of course, would want to be in a production with her.
Right, absolutely. Well, the fact of the matter is that he's gone and he's out. So
What are we going to do?
I don't know. Nobody knows what we're gonna do. That's what I'm saying.
You're the
child.
director. You should come in with a plan.
I mean, I
everyone
can-
else has a part.
I can read for his part right now until we find someone
Richard,
else.
thank you very much. We're obviously not gonna put you on the stage.
Of
That'd be
course. No,
insane.
I wouldn't. I don't want to be on this.
No, we're not gonna do that.
Well, wait a minute, Dorian. Richie was saying earlier that he was. Let's sidebar a little bit.
yeah, absolutely. All of you, take 5.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He was
I'm
saying.
just sort of going to stand in a shadow.
Well, I'm gonna listen, but act like we're talking so I can overhear what they're saying.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Pss, 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 pss.
Richie was saying earlier that he took the very clearly written out satire of the manuscript at face value. And maybe that taking at face value is exactly what the lead character, Rick Boardman, needs.
Give me a persuasion check.
He's not good at it. Disadvantage, I would imagine.
Sure. Or at least a -3. Let's
Minus
say.
3?
Yeah.
It's going to be a critical failure.
Oh.
You rolled a 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Love that. Love where your head's at. Here's where my head's at. You're fired.
What?
Dorian.
Get
What?
out.
Did you just fire Martin?
Oh, I'm glad we're all listening instead
Of
of taking
course we were
5 like the
listening.
director asked you to do.
We took 5 to listen. We listened for less than 5.
Well,
Dorian.
listen to this, everybody. Yeah, our great playwright has misstepped.
Well, if Martin's not in, then he goes to punch through the cardboard thing that he
Give me-
had just painted.
give me an attack roll.
Yeah. Ooh, that is a 7.
Yep, your hand shatters.
Richard. Marty, Richie, Dory, what are you doing?
I'm taking this company to the next level.
This is the opposite of the next level, Dorian. The next level would be to think outside of the box.
Yeah,
Outside
well,
of
maybe
the
you
black
should think
box.
outside of your box, Misty.
That is uncalled for, Dorian. I won't be slut-shamed.
I'm not doing that. I'm just trying to take this sand that's slipping through my fingers and build us a fucking castle. You know, everybody has their thoughts and opinions, but all I see is a hassle. Oh, I'm trying to save what might already be lost and gone away. So, if you don't like what I have to say, then please be on your way. Yes, I'm doing what I can, and what I've got is not a lot. Oh, everybody's against me. I'm a floating island in this rot. So, if you have opinions, if you have thoughts, oh, please hear what you say. But if you don't want to help me, then please be on your way.
It kind of sounds like you're having a middle American life crisis. Yeah, a middle American life crisis.
And
You do-
I really do not like this. Your middle American life crisis.
And I think that I've got something to say.
Say it, child.
I think you're being really, really mean.
So mean.
I think that you should be the one to leave.
'Cause
with
this
your
middle American life crisis, this middle American life crisis. If you have to act like that, I'll say bye, sis. This middle American life crisis.
When you love each other oh so much, okay then what the heck? I'm tired of building this house of cards while people keep shuffling the deck.
You don't understand, you're not gonna get a good piece of art out of unjustly hated. Honestly, it seems you might be overcompensated. With this middle American life crisis, this middle American life crisis.
Oh, I hope you think that you can all handle this
Middle American life crisis.
And Dorian walks out slamming the door behind him.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, did I overstep?
No, Sarah Jessica, you did the right thing. It's important that we stand up for each other.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I yelled.
No,
You
no.
didn't
You were
actually
barely
yell
audible.
at
I
all.
think
You were
on-
I'm sorry.
no.
I screamed and I threw things. and
You
I,
literally
I-
didn't throw
I
things.
had to turn up my hearing
I
aid.
said expletives.
You literally didn't.
I'm sorry.
Sarah Jessica, you were polite and you were wonderful.
And even if you weren't polite, that loser. Yeah, I said it. I
Richie.
said it. That loser doesn't deserve to work with what I see as some really great talent.
That's right. You're writing. Marty, we may not always understand it, but you write it. You know, and Richie, the things that you do here, they get done too.
You're right.
We don't need Dorian. We've got each other.
Right, but we need a director. I mean,
Well, let's direct ourselves like communists, maybe.
oh, we'll do a
That
communist
goes back
play.
to your 1950s
it
thing,
does.
Martin.
He throws away the pages, he tears them all up, and he starts right over and he's frantically scribbling, and the tornado is coming out of his head. And the images look a little clearer. We'll make an art collective about an art collective?
Whoa.
Oh, I can just see all the sequins and the boas and the heels and the costumes.
Wow, that's not what I saw at all.
What did you see?
Oh, I saw stories and characters and love stories of a boy and a girl, and maybe sometimes one of them has powers, and there's the chosen one, and oh, that's just like the stories I read from the library. That's nothing really.
Well, you see, what I saw was the struggles of a working class in the 1950s, kind of mid-nuclear crisis, where it's kind of really bleak, and we don't know whether or not people will come out of this with good morals and coming together as a country, or will it only divide us more?
Oh,
Maybe we can all be right. Maybe it could have all of these things, Marty. All of our ideas in one show. One perfect show.
Too many cooks. Too many cooks, Too many cooks makes a dish taste great. Too many cooks, Too many cooks, Too many cooks, makes a dish taste great.
One cook to look after how everyone looks and how they feel.
One cook to make sure dramaturgically it is real.
one cook to make sure the audience is at the edge of their seat.
And one cook to make sure there's a Greek chorus whose lines they repeat.
Too many cooks,
Too many cooks,
too many cooks.
makes the dish taste great. One cook to make sure we're reflecting behind the mirror.
And one cook to make sure that the message couldn't be any clearer.
And And then one cook to turn that clear message into something that don't make sense.
And the last cook to catch it all on camera through the lens.
Too many cooks
are. Too many cooks are. Too many cooks are.
Makes the dish taste great.
You have my spatula.
You have my potato masher.
You have my spoon.
And you put them all together with the most important tool of all. The pencil to paper. Yeah, the pencil to paper. And I'll write the next theatrical masterpiece so soon. Because
Too many cooks are. Too many cooks are. Too many cooks
makes the dish taste great. Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Makes the dish taste great. Okay, we all did a different ending at the end, but I think that's fine. I think it all sounded good together, right?
Yes.
No, this will be just like that famous Annie Baker play, the Circle Mirror Transformation, where it's like we make the art ourselves kind of as we're going along.
Meanwhile, across town, we follow Dorian, drunk and upset, as he walks down the streets, heading down the street of this small town over to the local newsprinting paper house. He throws the door open. I've got a story for you.
Slap! I told you never to come on back here again. What do you want from me? I'm busy.
Candace, I don't have time for our history right now, all right? I got a scoop. I got something you're going to need to put in the paper. People are going to want to hear this.
Oh, really? People are going to want to hear this? Come at me with a scoop every single freaking day. Nobody wants to hear anything spurted out of your mouth. All they want to see out of your mouth is some good directing. Fat lot of that you got.
Well, let me tell you something. Four nobodies are massacring the very promise of the theater through their communist practices just down the street. They think that they can put on a piece of theater, but I want to ruin them. I want to see this show flop before it even starts to fly. And I want to use their words, their precious words, against them.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Communists at the Black Box Theater. Extra, extra, read all about it.
Oh, my
What's this?
goodness, did you see this, Harold?
Communists at the theater?
At the theater,
Hey,
communists?
mister.
It's
they
in the
said
paper, so it must be
themselves.
real.
Oh, there haven't been
Communists at the Black
communists
Box
in so
Theater.
long.
Hey,
That'll be a nickel, please.
of course. Ding.
He catches it and bites it
Good stuff.
and scampers off.
Hey, did you hear? Did you hear? There's communists at the Black Box Theater.
Communists at the theater, you don't say. What will they do next? Pigeons?
Hey, did you hear? There's communist pigeons at the Black Box Theater.
Communist pigeons to the Black Box Theater. What do they think of next? Hey, did you hear what she said?
Well, I heard. I was standing right here. Communist pigeons.
And they're keeping pigeons. Yeah, the communists are keeping pigeons in a black box and torturing them.
They're torturing
we better
pigeons.
all,
Torturing pigeons in a
we
black
better all
box?
buy tickets and go check it out.
Absolutely. Animal cruelty, that's a main draw of mine.
We heard it through the grapevine. We heard it through the grapevine. But what we heard through the grapevine was objectively false.
We
Heard it through the grapevine.
We
heard it through the grapevine. But what we heard through the grapevine was objectively false.
I heard from Cindy that Belinda told her everybody in the theater's taking the pigeons and wringing their necks. And then Tommy told Johnny that every single time that they kill a pigeon, then they want to have sex.
I heard they were having sex with the dead pigeons, trying to reanimate dead pigeon corpses. And I heard that when it doesn't work, they ride the dead pigeon bodies out of town on horses. I heard it through the grapevine.
Yeah.
Heard it through the grapevine.
But what
I heard through the grapevine
was
objectively false.
Well, I heard it from Susie that Susie told me that the plot is not everything that it seems, because Susie heard from Jerry, who heard from Suzanne, that in the end it's all a dream.
And I heard it from Suzanne, who told it to my dream, that everything was not as it seems. Honestly, I can't really believe it, but it sounds so crazy that we have to go see it. We heard it through the grapevine. Yes, we heard it through the grapevine. But what we heard through the grapevine was objectively false.
The only way we'll know if it is true or not is to get our own tickets and see.
Tickets and see.
You wanna be the +1 who goes to this show with me.
I just gotta know if they have a live pigeon on stage,
Or if they have a dead pigeon strapped to a horse and fuck a dead pigeon, that might be all the rage.
We heard it through the grapevine. We heard it through the grapevine. But what we heard through the grapevine was objectively false. Was objectively false.
was objectively awesome.
We'll have to see.
Everyone, we've got the biggest ticket sales yet, and opening night is tomorrow!
How will opening night go? When we return, what is this show actually going to be?
How will Dorian handle it when he sees that his plan backfired, and instead of ruining the production, they sold more tickets than ever?
And how will the audiences react when they find out that it may not be pigeon sex in a black box on a horse?
Will all of the theater artists combine their ideas into one conglomerate idea?
And will Sarah Jessica finally learn that she's a star?
All this and more when we return to Out of the Black Box, the improvised musical RPG.
Every leap in American history has needed breakthrough energy.
Ignition, liftoff.
Now, AI is here, and Chevron is working to power it. We're aiming to develop multi-gigawatt power plants near data centers, designed with future pathways to lower carbon intensity. AI gets the power it needs, communities get the jobs, and the grid stays strong. Powering AI today builds America's next superpower.
Ah, Smart Water. Pure, crisp taste.
That's really good water.
It's the kind of water that says, I have my life together.
I do feel more sophisticated.
Smart Water. For those with a taste for taste. Grab yours today.
Welcome back to Outside the Black Box, the improvised musical RPG. I hope you all enjoyed your snack break, having your cactus cooler and your bugles.
I miss Cactus Cooler.
Remember cactus
I miss
cooler?
bugles.
Yeah.
I miss my mom.
Hey, Sean, let's not get into that right now. We're
Yeah.
just having like a light, fun
We're
podcast.
busy.
It's opening
He's
night.
still here.
Just an hour before showtime, if that. Outside the theater, bustling. Lines around the block. This town cannot wait to see what is going to happen tonight. There has been a rumor mill churning for weeks about what this show could possibly be. The pressure is, dare I say, high. But inside the theater, a quiet moment. Richard is finishing up some final touches on the set. Misty comes out from the wings to see.
It looks beautiful, Richie.
Oh, thank you. It's a lot, but I think it's some
It's
of my best work.
perfect. You're not just a window fixer, you're an artist.
Oh no, nothing like
You
that.
are.
No. I mean, if I were an artist, I would be, I would be the lead in the play that we still have yet to cast the lead for, and I'm not that. So I'm just the painter.
There are a lot of ways to be an artist, Richie, not just being a lead in a play.
That's true. I mean, when people come to me with their windows, sometimes it's like stained glass windows, and I say I don't really do that.
Yet.
Well, I do. then I do it.
Every moment that we don't do something is a moment we haven't done it yet.
Misty, you're so inspirational.
Oh, no, not me. No, I just believe that there's potential in every person and in every moment, even in terrible moments and in terrible people. There's still the potential for something better.
That's a wonderful point of view. You know, when my first wife passed, she kind of had that point of view too, and I think she made me a better person. So.
I like the way you say first wife.
Oh,
like
well.
there might be a second wife waiting in the wings. Oh, look at me! Literally in the wings.
Can I roll a charisma saving throw to see?
Absolutely, if you're enchanced by this.
Yeah. Okay, I fail. I'm totally.
You're absolutely in.
You basically see heart eyes in Richard's
Richie melts.
I know that the show is starting soon and that you have said vehemently that you won't be the lead in the show.
I won't, no, yeah.
And that's okay. You get to choose. You really do. And I know that if that's your choice, that's your choice. But picture yourself standing in the spotlight. Picture an audience full of faces. And picture me there, right by your side. Picture yourself as you hear places. You could be a star on the stage. You could be a star on the stage. And you could be a star in my life. And you could be a star on the stage.
I don't really know what you're getting at. It sounds like there's two things. One of them's about being on stage, and the other's about what's waiting in the wings.
Those two things are so linked together in my life. The world is a stage, and every moment is the wings. You need a second wife, and you could be a star on the stage.
And also have a second wife.
You could be a star on the stage.
You see, but Misty, I just don't think I have that kind of range.
But you could be a star on the stage.
Richie, listen, it's your conscience. You have lived your whole life on the outside looking in.
Looking in.
I don't want to see you live the rest of it just waving through a window.
And Richie, it's me, the memory of your dead first wife. I am here to give you a pep talk to continue your life. Oh, I want to see you take charge of your destiny, and also ghosts like it when they watch their old spouses have sex.
Oh, you could be a star on the stage.
My ghost wife will have jerking on.
You could be a star on the stage.
I really like to see it when I'm jerking on.
Come on, Richie. I know you've memorized the page. Step up into the spotlight. Step out into the middle of the stage. Richie, be a star on the stage. Kiss me.
Okay. And they make out sloppy style.
Hell yeah. Can I get either of you to roll for how sloppy this makeout is?
Oh, let's everyone
Sure.
roll.
Everyone
I think everyone.
Okay, Richard got a 2.
Great.
It's been a while. It's been a
two
while.
mean it's really sloppy or not at all
we'll
sloppy?
find out. Let's see what Misty
Find out
gets.
what you roll.
6, but I mean, come on.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of bonus.
She's got a big bonus.
makeouts.
So this is probably her once a day feature where she kind of kills it.
Yeah.
I think it's sloppy but tender.
Yeah, it's kind of very much Misty forward.
Yes.
And
Can we
I'm
roll
kind
for
of-
erection, please?
Sure, yeah. How many inches? Is that what we're rolling for? What are we doing here?
That's up to you, baby.
I just want to see
Let's see what we
how
roll
tender,
before.
how effective.
Okay, 6.
Yeah,
Respectable.
absolutely.
6
Very
inches.
average. Good job.
Yep.
Good job, Rich.
Very average.
That's awesome.
Very average.
Fantastic.
Backstage, Sarah Jessica, it brings Marty a little bag of Chex Mix.
Thank you. That's really nice. Did you see that the new pages? You're not exactly representing like the ennui of the working person anymore. You're more. Your character is more representing.
I'm sorry, I've never had a job, so I don't really know how to do that. Have ennui of the working person. I do know what ennui is, though, because Mrs. Henderson taught it to me in AP Literature.
Jessica, my failure as a playwright.
Oh.
The job of a playwright is to communicate which is incommunicable.
No, that's why I gave you the Chex Mix. Look underneath.
And it's a little handwritten card. And
I read in a book that you're supposed to get gifts for your cast members.
What book?
The Goldfinch.
The famous novel about an art thief, I want to say?
Yeah, there's a play in it.
Really? I've not read it. I'm just mildly familiar.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful note.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you that I think you're really amazing. You're a real author, just like the author of The Goldfinch.
Her name is something Goldfarb? It escapes. No, that's probably just because Goldfinch. I'm thinking Goldfarb.
I know it, but I'm not going to tell you.
That's fine.
Can you both make a perception check for me?
Yeah.
18.
That is a 1.
Sarah Jessica, you are so wrapped up in your own thoughts about this moment.
Mm-hmm.
You really had thought about giving this card and what did Sarah Jessica hope was going to happen in this moment as she gave this card away?
I just wanted you to know how talented and special you are. You're the most incredible writer I've ever known, and your ideas are so exciting and inspiring. And I wrote a card for Misty too, and for Richard about just how incredible they are.
Martin, you're barely hearing this because as Sarah Jessica continues speaking, sort of fading into a Charlie Brown parent sort of voice in the background, you hear the doors to the front of the theater. Boom, boom. The crowd outside is starting to push through. The fervor is so high. They're about to break into this theater, and you guys are not ready to
raise the curtain.
You guys hear that? The sloppy makeout is interrupted as you hear "raise the curtain" from the other room.
Marty, you're so brave.
I've been newly enabled by your confidence in me that perhaps I have confidence in myself.
Wow.
And now I want to give some of that confidence to you. And I gave her a little note, but it's been like scribbled out and rewritten lots of times so that the only coherent message, and they're like words in different places, it just says, "You good actor." And I give it to Sarah Jessica.
This is... Oh, thank you.
Sarah Jessica, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Once again, a 1.
This letter has the inverse effect.
Oh,
Instead of
no.
empowering you, the
It was
pressure
so-
starts to build.
it was
The
so
fear
hard
of
for him.
public opinion.
To write a letter for me. That this is all he could say.
And as these thoughts start to spill out of Sarah Jessica's mind, the theater doors smash open and the public starts to spill into the theater.
They're coming in.
Hundreds of people.
Okay.
They're coming in. It's sold out.
Well, then I have to raise the
Standing
curtain.
room only.
And as the only tech person also here, Richard has to go raise the curtain, turn on all the lights, make sure everyone's mics are on, even though we're in a black box. We don't
Richard,
really
can
need
you
mics.
give me a dexterity check, please, to see how quickly and efficiently you can do this?
Ooh, that is a 3 for
Ouch.
Richard. He is a very old man.
Absolutely.
is.
Richard, you are going as fast as you can, but there is a fervor happening in the audience, and you guys are falling behind. You can hear sentiment turning against you.
I literally I trip over like a set piece that like falls into a different set piece that falls into a different set piece that smashes like the moon that was gonna that was hanging. The entire set is absolutely like destroyed by me.
Everyone, let's use it in the show. We don't need
Use it.
set pieces. We don't need confidence. We don't need words. We have ourselves. And that's all that we need. Push forward through the curtains. Come. Together, we don't need one lead. We've got 4.
Oh, Misty, it's easy for you to say when you're such
It's
a
not
star.
easy for me to say. Nothing is easy for me to say, but it has to be said. That's what performing is. It's saying things even when they're not easy, even when you don't know what they are, even when your mother tells you you're doing it wrong over and over and over again.
You see that the spotlight's already on her. Everyone's in their seats. This has been the start
show
of the
is
play.
happening.
And you see that Martin, like the green room, the curtain that separates the green room from the stage has also been torn down by that big havoc. And Martin is, for all intents and purposes, also on stage.
Yes. Keep going.
All I know is that the four of us are the answer to this town's question. We are the answer to this world's question, which is why art? Why now?
Why art? Why now? Why art? Why now?
We live in a world full of fake news. We live in a world that can't tell rumors from truths. And we up on stage, it's our job to say what's real.
Oh, we live in a world with artificial intelligence. We're the only thing less more than gases, common sense. It's up to the artist to say what's real.
Why art? Why now? Why art? Why now? I'll do my monologue now. Well, here's the gist. It may be okay to be a communist, and you can never guess what happens next. Out of this box, here's 3 pigeons having sex.
And I'll be honest with you, since all the world's a stage, you are my 3 best friends. And I hope that this summer it never ends.
Why art? Why now?
This is why
art? Why now?
And this wouldn't be possible without a 5th person, someone who pushed us to be better than we ever knew we can. So come up on stage, you stupid idiot. You thought you could say goodbye, but we couldn't have done this without you. Dorian.
Why
art right now?
Why art?
it's important to forgive.
Right now.
I'm going to make a roll for Dorian.
Okay.
We want this to be high.
Okay.
If it is high, he is convinced by this song. He is taken over. You see Dorian has been sitting front row, very front row, far left, watching, planning, looking at any possible way to take this production down.
You see he's holding a string that's connected to a pulley, that's connected to another pulley, that's connected to a big piano
An
hanging
insane Rube Goldberg
hanging from the
murder
top
device.
of the, yeah.
And the
from
piano is connected to a bucket of pig's blood.
Yes.
And feathers.
It is a 10.
Okay.
He is not convinced.
He needs another bridge. We need another
one more
bridge.
Well, okay, here I got it. Okay. I guess it's all clear to see the topical nature of art because of how this relates to the time that we're in and the place that we are. Yeah, it said, I'm not gonna swear it 'cause I think this is the best play in Middle America. Middle America. That's why art right now.
Let's make art right now.
16.
Okay.
Right now.
Now.
You all see what we have to give. they are. But I'm so proud of these people. I could never tear them apart.
And he gets so excited that he lets go of the string, which releases the pig's plug and the piano and the tar and feathers, and the audience goes fucking crazy.
It's every rumor they'd heard about the show come to life. This is why art right now.
That's why art right
now. And after singing that last gospel riff, Sarah Jessica's hand slaps to her mouth.
Was that me?
Everyone in the audience has eyes on Sarah Jessica. It is the most intense moment of being seen that she has ever experienced. There is no shadow to hide in because when the piano dropped, the roof of the theater also fell down. It is like blaring sunlight as well as stage lights.
It's a matinee.
It's a matinee.
It is a matinee. They opened with a matinee.
Of course.
It could not be more public in this moment.
One clap starts.
Wow. Okay.
A third clap has hit the top.
And
The rest
Sarah
of the
Jessica
claps are
starts-
added in post.
Sarah Jessica also starts to clap.
no, not you, Sarah.
Candace steps forward to make an announcement about her uncle in New York City.
Everyone, shh! Listen to this woman. Listen to this woman who I love and who I apologize to.
Slap! She slaps you. I told you never to talk to me in public again,
You're
but
right,
I
I
have to
deserve
say,
Mrs. Henderson?
I thought this was going to be a travesty. I thought this was going to be a news story. And I was right. It is. Because I might just be the local newspaper agent.
/ AP literature teacher.
/ AP literature teacher, but
Candace Henderson.
I'm also the biggest talent scout in Middle America. And you got it, kid.
What?
Just her? Just her?
Yeah, and maybe do you represent do you do literary representation?
I
or-
can make some calls, but not me particularly.
Okay, that's fine.
But you, I want to take you to Broadway, and I know the perfect vehicle to do it. This show. That's right, by proxy, you're all going to Broadway.
You're not going to replace us with like
Stunt
Audra
casts.
McDonald
We'll
or
see.
Josh Gad or something like that?
The producers might have something to say about that.
Then I'll put my money in and I'll be the producer. I've made $2.7 million on pageants alone. That doesn't include my investments or my Etsy store.
And I'll put my money in it. Me, Dr. Honor, the local doo-wop country singer and also plastic surgeon. You all practiced in my office so often that, god damn it, I fell in love with this piece. And as we know, I'm on the cutting edge frontier of plastic surgery. I'm rolling in cash.
And you know what? I'll chip in too. Yeah, I'm Joe Schneider, runner of the musical improv festival, and we made so much money. We have so much, improv makes so much money, especially musical improv, that, you know, the extra money, I'll toss it to you.
But you know what? We're not going anywhere without the playwright of this piece. Marty, how did you think of this? How did you possibly conceive something so brilliant?
I made it in Middle America and then I got out. Yeah, I made it in Middle America and then I got out. All these Middle American values made me who I am, but I don't give a shit. Because I made it in Middle America and then I got out.
We flash forward 10 years into the future when each of these stars is being individually interviewed for some big movie they were all just in. And the glitz and glam, you see they all have plastic, they've all had work done. Like somehow Richard seems to have gotten younger and they're being interviewed. And this is what they have to say.
Yeah, Sarah Jessica is now blonde. She's got
great work done, huge lips. She looks incredible. She's still got her sexy baby voice, but that is like sort of her signature. And she's a star on the stage and screen.
Yeah, if you believe it, like that's how we all met. You know, like that one cast of Godspell from like 73 or 77 that has like all those famous people in it, and people are like, wow, what a stacked cast. Yeah, that was us. That was us way back then. That's how I discovered my voice.
And Misty rolls up on the arms of all of the Marvel men.
Yeah.
All is her date to
Yeah.
this one premiere on the red carpet.
Yeah, it didn't
Every
work out
single one
between
of them.
Misty and Richard.
Richard unfortunately passed away a couple years ago.
Yeah, he
But
also
his-
got out of Middle America.
He got out of Middle
some
America in a very
sense.
different
Everyone
way.
gets out
And
eventually
his
somehow.
in memoriam section during the Tonys was
Yes.
moving.
Gorgeous.
Very
Yes.
moving.
Yeah.
Misty on the red carpet with all of her dates, smiling, brightly shining. She hasn't had no work done because why would she? She's been a
She's
natural
perfect.
beauty her whole entire life. She doesn't need it. She's comfortable in her skin, finally, for the first time, authentically being looked at and adored by millions and billions of people. Well, I always suspected that maybe I'd be here one day. I didn't know it would be with the people that I love so much from my small town in middle of Middle America, but I'm glad that it is, and I'm glad that we made it here together.
And we see someone rolls in a computer screen on an office chair because Marty has completely sold out and is a working screenwriter for the Hollywood Grind now. He
Yeah.
couldn't even bother to come to the Tonys,
He
so he's
zoomed in.
Skyping in. He's Skyping in.
Oh, he's Skyping it.
Not even Zoom.
Not
Nah,
even Zoom.
he still has a little bit of that avant-garde edge, so he doesn't do the like most mainstream teleconference software. He prefers Skype.
Yeah.
But he's got like big aviator red sunglasses and like big, long, beautifully coiffed hair with like a gray streak. He's here doing script punch-ups on Jumanji. It's on a plane now. We don't know. And he
Full
says,
title,
yeah.
that's the full title.
I'm in that. I'm actually also in that, yeah.
Yeah, I realized in Middle America that I had a lot of things like integrity and writing shit that matters, but now it's all about that money, baby.
You see, Dorian looks almost exactly the same, still has a drinking problem, but to have a drinking problem in Hollywood is cooler than to have a drinking problem in Middle America, so everyone's okay with it.
Yeah.
We came a long way, we didn't always agree. But there's one thing that we all knew we could do. Oh, we knew that we all would be stars. The only thing we had to do was move. We started in Middle America and then we got out. We made it in Middle America and then we got out. And all of us now have a whole lot of clout. Cause we made it in Middle America. Oh, we made it in Middle America. You can make it in Middle America. But then please, oh my God, please get out. And that's our session. Thank you so much for joining us here at the table. Tara, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Tara, where can people find you on social media if they want to follow you? What are
Yeah,
you
Tara
doing?
Copeland Actor on Instagram. And if you want to come play and do musical improv with me, I do a boot camp that's every Tuesday and Thursday. All levels are welcome. It's drop-in. You can email me at taraimprovclasses@gmail.com.
And that is in Los Angeles.
in Los Angeles.
Absolutely. If you're not in LA, too bad.
Too
Get out.
bad.
Go to LA.
Come to LA.
Come to LA, and without further ado, I will say, if you want to follow us on all of our social medias, I'm at Sean Too Far. We got Mary Lou, Larry Moo. We got Smith L. Gregg and Gabe Span. And also, if you want more content from us, come on over to our Patreon. We have a bunch of other stuff on there. It's really cool. And it's more musical and more non-musical stuff and some RPG stuff. Some really cool RPG stuff. So come to that.
Yeah, go check that out in the meantime. But until you hear from us next time, I'm Gabe.
I'm Sean.
I'm Mary Lou.
I'm Greg. We'll see you next time at the table.
Did I ruin it?
I don't know why we did
love
that. We never
We've
do
never
that.
done that before.
the Fable and Folly Network, where fiction producers flourish.
DSW, Designer Shoe Warehouse, is the one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. With sneakers, boots, and everything in between for every style, mood, and occasion, you'll definitely find shoes that get you at prices that get your budget. DSW has what you need, but more importantly, they have what you didn't even know you wanted. You never know what you'll find at DSW. Find the shoes that get you at prices that get your budget at DSW stores or DSW.com.